Hi, welcome back to Knit for Brains podcast. I'm Laura Brady.
I'm Karen Miller.
This is episode 118 of our knitting, crocheting, sewing, crafting podcast. We're located 60 miles south of Chicago in Bradley, Illinois. I feel like I'm like off to the side for some reason.
I know, even I feel. Okay.
Whatever. You can find us.
As long as I don't have things falling on me, I'm good.
That was beforehand.
Yeah.
You can find us on Facebook, Ravelry, Instagram, and you can also find Knit for Brains Designs on Etsy. Karen?
You can find me on Instagram and on Ravelry as Loopy Stitcher, spelled L-U-P-Y, Stitcher, all one word. And then my design is in Ravelry as Loopy Stitcher's Designs.
And there you have it.
Yep.
All right, Eskimo, you want to give us a Illinois weather report?
It's stuffy outside.
She's wrapped in a blanket, guys.
It's like walking into a rain. I mean, like literally, it was kind of trying to rain when I came, and it's just, you can smell it in the air, but it's hot.
Very muggy.
We're supposed to get a cold front. So.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Maybe.
Well, you're ready.
The cold front's in the house.
Yeah, she's freezing to death. But within an hour, she'll be like, it's kind of warm.
I'll take it off. Yep. That's how it works.
That's why I haven't changed. I have shorts on and my legs are kind of chilly, but I'm like, no, the further the evening it gets, the warmer it gets.
I figured it would be better than me sitting there going, zzz.
I mean, they might find that entertaining.
Why not? Goodness. I'm here for your entertainment.
Oh, boy. All right, we'll go ahead and start with shop first. Get that out of the way so I can make it to my FOs.
Lots of goodies here.
Yeah, I kind of got divided stacks. So I did do a update, I don't know, a day or two ago. I don't have a lot left from that update, so I'll show you what is left. Yeah, it went quick. So I do have, this one's called Diner, which Brett says it reminds him of Guy Fieri's Diners, Dives, Drive-Ins, whatever it is. Yeah, he says it reminds him of that. This is a medium drawstring. The inside fabric is the fabric at the top. So I have one of those. I have two medium zippered. And inside fabric is on the handle. And then I only have one sweater bag left. I put 7 sweater bags in. I got one left. So that was what I listed earlier in the week. Now I have a stack that I have not listed yet, but will be up by the time the video goes up. So I have the Diner in the sock size. I have Gnomes and Pigs in the sock size.
That's for somebody special.
That's for somebody special. I already mailed it off.
That's the closest we could get. It was fun looking for it. We were both looking for it.
Yeah, we were looking for a fabric where a gnome was riding a pig, and it didn't work out.
Happen.
But this one does have gnome and pigs, so she should be happy. It's for a friend of ours, so I sent it off, not yesterday, day before. I don't even know what today is. So Friday, maybe?
Yep.
So I have 2 of those. Also in the sock size, I have the Villains cards. The inside is the top here. I got 2 of those. I have 1 medium of the Gnome and Pig. Inside fabric is the same as the handle here. And I'm sure these will fly quick. I got sweater bags, guys. They've been going crazy. On the Villains cards, inside fabric is on the handle. I have 4 of the sweater size. So those will probably, we'll probably actually list these possibly tonight. We'll see, but Knit for Brains Designs on Etsy. Alrighty. Karen. Got any foes?
No.
Alrighty.
I'm sorry. I was like
hopeless.
really close. And you'll see on a couple of them.
Well, that's okay. Then you're guaranteed next time you'll have one.
Next time I'll have them.
All right. So I'll start with socks. Okay. This yarn is promised to Laura. It's Dye for You. Happy Easter. And it looks like this. I have a sock blocker. And I believe this makes pair 14 or 15 in the box of socks for Wendy. And these are so cute.
Those are so sneaky cute.
Ooh. As I lose track. I do have the pair.
I love how the colors, like, it looks like she outlined the edging in the dye color. Like, literally took a marker and almost outlined the colors.
Really pretty.
With a deeper color. Really neat.
So those will be added to the box of socks. Oh, actually, I have 4 FOs to show. Because I forgot about one. Okay.
Show off.
Well, I did not do one of them, so I will tell you that. All right.
I'm the slacker.
Well, I was kind of slacking because I should have had one more, which you will see in whips. You're going to be like, seriously, why didn't you finish that? Well, I just didn't want to. My next FO is the Ripple Bralette. And I was using a yarn from Crystal Skies. What is her? Yes, Crystal Skies hand dyed. And it's called Snow on the Beach. Still got like half a thing left. Does not want to behave. Get in there. Maybe. So I finished that. Ta-da! And it, guys, it is really stretchy.
Cool.
So I'll be trying that this week. My sister made one of them, and she said just so comfortable.
Yeah.
That she's making another one now. She actually made her straps longer, and then she crisscrossed them.
Oh, okay.
So you also have that option with it. And, I mean, you can get 2 of these out of one skein of yarn, for sure. So, yeah. There's that. So that was number 2. Here, you want that? Oh, I'll throw it to the garbage. Number 3. Do I have the pattern in there?
Are you serious?
Okay, guys, look at my mess my pattern is. Is the potluck pullover.
So how did your hands feel?
For Laura, I just kept on going. I got it completely finished. I did not block it because I'm not going to block it before I send it to her. That way she can try it on and then see how much she wants to block it or needs to block it. I don't want to like stretch it out and then her go, oh, this is too big.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, ta-da! Look, guys. It's finished. And she was impressed. She's so not picky. She's like, I was like, well, I got to make sure, you know, I pay attention. I save enough yarn for the arms. She's like, oh, it doesn't matter. They don't have to match. Well, yeah, I had to have them matched.
Right.
So they match perfectly. Or as close to perfect as you can get. And I just randomly do some of the yarn. I did more of it. Some of it I did smaller stripes. It's scrappy. So whatever hit me is what happened. Isn't it beautiful?
Yeah, that combination of colors is so deep. Well, and then the fun part is the very, very bottom, the neon.
Well, she originally wanted me, I guess, to fade this. Well, I didn't realize she wanted to fade it, and I just opened, and she wanted an order. Well, this is more to be a scrappy sweater, just randomness. And she's like, oh, okay. Well, then the other day, she's like, yeah, I'm really glad you did it the way you did. Yeah, it is beautiful.
Yeah.
So I'm going to have Alisha try this on. because I think it'll fit Alisha.
Okay.
So I'm gonna make Alisha one then.
There you go.
Yeah, I have tons of minis, so
yeah,
why not? It's a good use of your minis. So I think it came out beautiful. So yeah, I want Alisha to try this on before I actually send it out to Laura.
Is that the largest size?
Yes, it's the extra large.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, it's a good size extra large. That's not even blocked yet. Yeah. So I can tell you,
it looks a lot bigger than That's why I was saying.
Yeah, it looks bigger than extra large to me. Especially like I wear extra large t-shirts because I like my t-shirts really roomy. In this pattern, I knit myself a medium.
Okay.
And it's roomy.
Yeah.
So let's see, because this garment is to be worn with 8 to 10 inches of positive ease. Because it's meant to be like a t-shirt kind of look. An extra large is 56 inches.
Oh, gotcha.
So. Yep. It ranges from extra small, which is a 40, up to extra large, which is a 56. Mm-hmm. So, there we have it. But I did weave in the ends for her. She's like, you don't have to weave in the ends. Well,
you don't mind weaving in the ends. Yeah. Okay.
I wasn't going to block it, so I at least needed to weave in the ends.
For during knit night, that was the one thing. Like she really didn't. If we didn't like to weave in our ends, didn't want to bring them in, and she would. They were like, "Here, Laura."
And then we had one girl that liked to untangle yarn. Yeah, so if we had yarn vomit, we gave that to her. We saved it. We're like, "Here, Sandy," or even Wendy. Sometime. Here's my yarn. So the fourth FO is actually my sister's FO.
Oh, okay.
So when my sister came to visit, that was loud. Sorry, guys. Okay. Now that's on the floor. It won't fall again. So when my sister came to visit, she brought a pair of mitts for Wendy's box of mitts.
Cool.
She made a really cute pair of mitts. So these are going to be added. This will be pair number 2, which I need to start another third pair, but I've been distracted this week. Mm-hmm. I went through my whips. I found 2 whips underneath my TV thing. Mm-hmm. And I didn't know on one of them where I was at, so I tore it out and I restarted it, and then I realized why I had put it away and went, I'm not doing this.
Yeah.
I really want the product, but it's not worth dealing with that pattern. So I'm changing it over to a different sweater. Mm-hmm. And then the other one, I'm still on the fence.
Oh, is it that sweater?
Yeah, that one, not doing it. I want it, but not doing it. It's a nightmare.
Yeah.
And then there was a wrap in there, which I thought I was going to redo that. Now I'm not sure. We'll see. Time will tell. I don't know. So, mitts. We'll see.
Yep.
But that was the last of the whips that I had down there as far as going through everything. So that's pretty good. I don't really keep a whole lot of whips. So speaking of whips, you got some whips, Karen.
Yeah. And I can't say that about myself because I have quite a few whips. Not with me, but I have quite a few whips.
Either finish it or after a while, like that sweater, I'll decide, it's not worth it. I don't want to be frustrated with knitting. That's supposed to be something enjoyable.
Yeah. To be honest, the podcast has really helped me
keep it going.
Finish a lot of things. And actually watching other, people's podcasts and some of the stuff that, you've done, patterns that I would have never picked. Mm-hmm. I'm like, well, maybe I do want to.
Yeah. Well, and it keeps us moving as far as trying to complete the project and starting stuff, because we want to have some knitting content for you guys. Yep. I mean, you don't want to just see one object from each of us.
Right. We do our best. And then both of us have different tastes and different people we're knitting for too. So that makes a difference in the stuff that we do.
That's the same company from that pattern, I believe.
Yeah, we got them at the same time at the same stitches. Yep. Okay, so I showed this last time. It's the Azelle. I actually have there's a code on here, so I actually have it on my Ravelry too. So that's nice about this pattern. But I use the hard pattern for this one. Hard copy. Okay, Jenny messaged on our last.
Oh, okay. You want
something
me to...
spooks.
I think it's called Spooks. I'll look.
Okay. So the yarn that I'm using, the lighter pink. This color here is called Make Me Blush by Sweet Tea Yarns. I do believe in spooks.
I do believe in spooks.
And this is Cherry Pie. And both of them are DK weight. And I am literally like probably an inch and a half from starting the decreases for the crown. So look at that. Isn't that pretty? And here, I'm even going to impress myself. I'll turn it inside out. Look at those floats.
Look at you go.
You can actually see the pattern on the inside. So that's really what that ring helps keep those floats flat and not twisted. A few times I did twist just because the floats were a little bit too long, but you know, it's a hat, so I wasn't really too worried. But yeah. So I'm done with all of the color work now. It's just
She was trying to get this done.
Yeah.
It just didn't happen.
Yeah, it just didn't have it.
We hadn't seen each other in a while, so there was a lot of talking.
Yep. Had I had the double points at home, I would have brought this with me on my trip, and it would have been done during your trip.
You should have planned ahead, and I would have given them to you at a time.
Yeah, I was just like, don't I have? I know I have. And then by the time I was looking, I was like, I'll just leave it here. And
yeah, if you would let me know, I would have just dropped them over to you really quick. I'm always out and about, so it wouldn't have been a big deal, you know. Alrighty, I had to start a new pair of socks because I had finished my other ones, and Peanut's dance recital was this weekend, so of course I needed something knit on at dance recital. As one would. So I caked up Nomadic Yarns. Okay, Bellatrix.
Lestrange.
There you go.
I'm impressed that she got the Bellatrix out.
I've heard of Harry Potter, and it's not that I watch it or like it, or I can't say that I dislike it. I just am not interested.
Yeah.
But if the yarn's pretty, I'll buy the yarn no matter what the name is. So it's just how I roll. So I just barely got them started, but look how pretty that is.
Yeah.
I am loving it. It is really pretty. Like the yellow through there. I don't know if you guys, let me bring it closer. Whoop.
Those colors too could very easily be for men's socks.
Oh,
I mean,
for
they're
sure.
just, you know.
Oh, these are for Bigfoot.
Yeah. Bigfoot, Wendy.
Sorry, Wendy.
Wendy.
Oh, your turn again.
Well, I guess I will show my socks.
I actually moved up my progress creeper. Look at me, guys.
And this is Birthday Cake from Nomadic Yarns. You've seen this before because we had already done one pair, so
it's such a pretty yarn, though.
Yeah. But now I can't get the idea of Neapolitan ice cream out of my head.
I know, right?
As I knit on it.
Well,
So-
because that's what I see. That's even what Brett saw when I'm like, what does this look like, honey? Like, I didn't even like coach him or anything.
So, obviously 2 at a time. And I was aware of the markers.
Oh, you
The
got a
last
lot
time I
done.
showed it. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, and FYI, I had to cake this yarn myself.
Again.
That's why
what's
that
the deal?
whole... You see? Do you see that pile sitting on my ironing
you-
board? And do
yeah.
you see the other pile sitting on my cutting board? That's
They're still there.
well, and I added on the table. That's all waiting for him. Because I'm not winding that much yarn. That's a lot of yarn. I ain't gonna lie about it. A skein here or there, I can do that. But no, I've got what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 skeins sitting up there for him to cake up. So needless to say, once it gets caked, I'll be casting on some new projects.
Move this before I forget.
Alright, is it my turn again? Oh, I'll show the one that I should have finished. Oops. It was just pure. I didn't feel like it. So, my Gilmore Girls box from Forbidden Fiber Co. I was working on the blue Savannah cowl. So last time I was where that pink progress keeper is. And I'm done.
Okay, so this is the one that you probably
all I need to do is Kitchener it. So I need to take this out and get this on needles, which that was one of the issues. I didn't want to get up and get needles.
You're being lazy.
Oh, I was. And then I need to just Kitchener it and block it, and it'll be done. So maybe by next time. I promise nothing. See, when I get it in my mind that, I really don't want to do that, then it's hard for me to do it. But
I really want to do it now, and you talk yourself out of it.
It looks like a good size mini skirt now.
It does.
So, I don't know. We'll see. Maybe next time. Oh, and I can't use the excuse anymore because I did put new needles in there too. Darn it.
So, if she doesn't have that done next time, you guys need to give her some grief.
Oh, wow. I mean, how long did it take me to do that cozy up M-Cal? You know, the one you haven't finished?
Yeah, well, you know.
Yeah.
Each of us on our own time. Okay, I made some progress on this one. This is called the Moonstone Cowl. And I think I have, yes, I do. It's from the last time we podcast. I still have the picture of it. And that is a pay-for pattern on Ravelry. And if you recall, I was, again, using some leftover yarn, but instead of doing socks, I decided to use a cowl and see how far it could go. And this is called Christmas in July. So I finished the first. Let's see, where was I the last time? Yeah, I did pretty much a lot on this one too. Where the cupcake is where I was the last time we podcast. And I finished the first of the 2 skeins that were caked up and started the second. And I'm just going to knit until I use up all the yarn.
It'll end up being good size.
Yeah, it will. It really will. I don't have to have a cowl.
Well, part of that reason is I think I actually made those socks for myself instead of Wendy, and my socks don't take very much. Like, they take half the skein, if even.
Yeah, if even. Yep.
Usually there's more left than half, so. Alrighty. The
nice thing about this pattern is it really is easy to memorize. So you don't have to, once you get going, have to sit there and stare at the pattern.
My mind's not good at memorizing stuff anymore. I am not going to lie about it. I forget stuff as quick as could be. What is this one? Oh, okay. Like, what is this one? This is my Cozy Up, 8th Avenue. Trying to make sure I don't. And I'm using Arkansas Yarn Co. for the main color. And for The minis, I'm using a strawberry shortcake set from Yarn Cafe Creations. Yeah, that way. So, where's my product? Oh, okay. So, I was here. I did all this.
I'm like, this is the end. You got the needles.
That's going to be really bright and pretty with all the different colors.
Yep.
And I'm still thinking this is going to be a gift
Alisha?
for Alisha. Yeah.
This screams Alisha.
That's what I'm thinking. I think it's going to be for Christmas.
Oh, yeah. She'll love that.
So, I have to find it. I have to keep putting it away because I find myself, like, drawn to this, and then that's, like, all I work on.
Uh-huh.
So, yeah, I had to stuff it away in the bag. But how do I see? I'm on 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going into the 5th color, and you use 8 colors. So I'm halfway done with it.
I don't remember. I think I have a picture of this one. Yeah, I do. And my last one that I worked on. I don't think I did anything on the sweater. It's also by Cozy Up. Katie Shaw. This is the one that that is a pay-for pattern. Did a lot of work on, and I was so close. I'm in the last section, like literally debating.
She might have 2 FOs next time.
So I knit from where? Ooh, wait a minute. twist.
Oh yeah, you knit a lot. So right here.
Yeah.
All the way up.
Yep. Yeah, quite a bit. And it's getting quite wide.
Yeah.
You've seen the yarn. It's Hedgehog Fibers. This is Wish, and this is Cinder. These 2 colors. So, I don't know. I love this color, so that's why I'm doing this last section just basically in this color. I'm not for sure how long I'm going to do that for, because really pretty much now it's mostly garter. That's it. There's no... I mean, I could always add...
I would say you could add some.
I could add the section of the stitch if I wanted to, which I might do. Like it is down here.
Yeah. You could do that.
Yep. So
just keep your interest going.
Yeah.
Because otherwise you're like, maybe you'll get bored with it.
Well, that was the thing. I'm like, I'm so close.
Like I'm done with it now.
Let's see. I think I'm like 6 rows away from really where the pattern stops.
You still have an awful lot of yarn.
But I have a lot of yarn left. And I'm like, do I really want to just put that yarn
Yours
away?
a lot smaller than mine is.
I'm knitting it on the needles that it calls for. I mean, this has a lot
it's kind of stretch. Maybe that's
stretch
what it
to
is.
it.
I remember mine was quite large.
Yours was huge.
Yeah.
Massive.
Yeah.
It was like a blanket.
Yeah. It was blanket.
Oh, yeah, like a blanket.
Oh, speaking of blankets, I see you take your blanket off now, huh?
Yeah, well, it kind of fell off.
Oh.
But I think I'm gonna continue because
I would.
I love the colors and I love them together, so I might as well just like finish off the yarn as much as I can.
Yeah, I would, for sure. I'd go ahead and add in a pattern section again. Just so you don't get bored.
Yep. Because I don't think... There is only 10, but there's only 10%. It's 90% merino and 10% nylon. I still don't... No, I wouldn't do that for socks. It's too pretty to put on socks.
Yeah, no.
To me. So I will keep going. I think I'll like it bigger anyways.
Yeah, I think so too. then you could cover with that instead of a blanket. Just saying. Put it out there. All right, I have one more whip that I just cast on yesterday. I'm doing a test knit, and I believe I can talk about this because I'm pretty sure she showed it on her podcast, didn't she, Karen? Her Advent.
Yeah.
Okay, well then I know I can talk about it. So I'm doing a test knit for Pie Cottage. And I guess I had the option of doing the wrap or the cowl. I was going to do the cowl originally until I saw that it was another one that I was going to have to Kitchener. And I went, well, I already have one sitting here that needs to be Kitchener. Do I really want to do another one? So I decided to go with the wrap. So I don't have enough minis wound up for the wrap, but that's not a big deal. I can do that as I'm going. And she said basically I just needed to check to knit the 4 different sections once, just to let her know, is it okay? Which I am, where is it? Let's see. I think I am, let's see, I did the open novel, I did that. So I've done 2 of the sections already. And I'm getting ready to do my 3rd. So that's what I've got so far.
Cool.
So, and this is just going to be random minis. So, right now, both of these are Lollipop Girl yarns. Most of them I have in the bag are Lollipop Girl yarns. I just need to add those to Brett's pile. Because I know I didn't even have 12. Because originally I was going to need 12. And to hit the 12, I was going to need these caked. Well, now I need 24. So I'm going to have to pull another 12. So, yeah. He does not like cake in the minis.
Oh, he doesn't?
No, he's like, yeah, I think he'd rather just do like a full skein. Although every time he does a Miss Babs Wowza, he's always like, wow, this is a big cake. It's bigger than normal, isn't it? I'm like, yes, it is. So, yeah, so I just started working on that. So there's that. That's why the sweater I decided on that I actually already have yarn kicked up for did not get started because I ended up starting this. So, there you go. Gotta get testing it out of the way, even though she said no rush. I like being the first one done. You know how I am.
Yeah.
That's all my whips.
That's all I have too.
Oh, wow. All right. Well, guys, this is probably going to be a short one. Oh, we should do coupon codes.
Yeah.
Oh, that book was cold on my leg. All right. So, Amanda Rake Cole on Ravelry. If you use code KFB19, you get 20% off in her Ravelry shop on her patterns. Lollipop Girl Yarns on Etsy. Use code KFB15. You'll get 15% off. That's good on her hand-dyed yarns and patterns. And she does have the next sock club up that we collaborate, which is September's. So that is in the shop now where you get sock yarn and then a sock bag from me. And that coupon is good on that. Naughty Knitting Sacks, Katie, if you use, she's on Etsy, if you use code DIRTYBRAIN15, you will get 15% off in her shop. That's it for that. Cool. All right, announcements. Because we finally figured it out. We finally decided to talk.
We talked about it right before we started. I'm like, so are we going to talk about that? Oh, I guess we will.
Yeah, I guess we will. So we decided the next time we podcast is July 4th. That will be the day we start the Gift the Knits knit along. So, yeah. Figure we'll run it along with the Christmas and July's. So you can, double dip, triple dip, whatever. Mm-hmm. We will run it all the way until December 31st, just as we normally would.
Yep.
So you will just have more time. Rules are very, very simple. We don't care what you knit.
Or crochet.
As far as size-wise or whatever. Mm-hmm. It just has to be being given to somebody other than yourself.
Yep. It can be given to charity.
Yes. Mail lady,
friends,
teachers.
Family. Yep.
We don't care.
Friends, family, teachers.
Your neighbor's dog.
Yep.
Just not yourself.
Next door neighbor, stranger, whoever.
If you knit something and you just go along the road and find somebody that needs it,
yep.
It got gifted. So it's as simple as that.
Yeah.
So July 4th, I will open up the threads. We'll have a chatter thread and an FO thread. Typically, if you guys have been around for a while, you know we will pick winners from both threads. Typically, more entries, more winners is how we run it. If there are any makers or yarn dyers out there that want to donate a prize, you can get hold of me on pretty much anywhere. Instagram would probably be good.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. So there's that. Do you have any acquisitions?
I have a couple that I brought.
Alrighty.
That were kind of gifted to me.
Well, that's good because I have nothing. Don't fall out of your chair.
Are you feeling all right? Like, are you sure?
I got nothing.
No acquisitions from going thrifting.
Got nothing. I was really sick the last 2 weeks.
Wow.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I've ordered stuff.
Mark this down, people.
It's just not here yet. And I ordered stuff for me and Karen. Oh, so let's mention that. Where'd my phone go? So, we want to have some talks with you guys. We want to, even though we don't physically have the stuff in hand, let us enable you.
Yep.
Just a bit. So, let's talk about, we'll go to Night Owl Fibers first. How about that? You guys know we've been showing quite a bit of her striping yarn because we do love her self-striping yarn. She does have the new Friends and Gilmore Girl colorways out for this month, but she has also listed some other things. Oh, does she not have the picture? Okay, here it is. So she has listed a Spooky Fun Club, and it comes with, she wanted to do it extra special. So she collaborated with Amanda of Little Bitty Delights. So there's a really cute charm that will come with it. And then a self-striping yarn that has 13 different stripes and a mini that comes with it. So this is her Halloween club. And it is on her website now available. That's Night Owl Fibers. So I ordered that for me and Karen. And then...
I'm really excited about the Christmas one.
I'm going to have to go to her website to pull that one up because there's not a picture on the Shop Night Owl. Then there's a Christmas one. I thought there was a picture of it.
Yeah, you sent me a picture of it. I swore.
No, all it is because I think it's a mystery one. 12 Days of that's.
Yeah, I mean that I assume that's for inspiration.
So hold on, let me. Why is it not letting me click on it? Can you not tell me about this item? Oh, full details. Here we go. Okay, so her 12 Days of Christmas 2021, the Nutcracker Mystery Yarn. This year she wanted to share one of her favorite products with you in addition to self-striping yarn. She teamed up with Woolen and Company, who made a special scented wool wash to go with just this club called Sugared Plum. So you'll probably get the wool wash. And then you get a coordinating mini and then a skein of yarn that is 12 different stripes. And let me just show you the picture for that. See that? So I have one of those coming for me and Karen. And then I was bored at work, guys.
Yeah.
Can't leave me at work.
That's what she messaged me. She's like, I really gotta start doing stuff at work because I just keep buying yarn. Like, that's not a real problem.
And then
Especially since I can't really can't afford it right now.
And we typically, I do purchase the holiday ones and give her the leftovers because I'm not going to use it all. And I can't say, now I know Rachel had some of hers left. Now these I can't say whether she has it left or not because sometimes they do go quick, but I'm going to show you. The Cozy Knitter also has her 2021 Advent 24 skein. Self-striping. That's the Cozy Knitter. So I ordered one of those too. We have one left I need to order, which is mustache yarn, the Christmas one.
So you're waiting on that one.
But I haven't seen anything post it yet. So guys, you guys are always really good about it. If you notice posting, let me know.
Yep.
Me and Karen can't miss out, So I did do all that ordering.
Yeah. Just none of it's. So, anyways, I got these colors. Let's see. I'm not for sure. What's what? Deluxe worsted. The mocha. I'm guessing that might be the dark brown one. Burgundy.
No, that's obvious.
And then oatmeal heather. Yep. And they're all worsted weight. And they are all, I think, non-superwash. So, those are for me, not for her.
Those will be really nice for a project for you.
Yeah. Yep. And the other one is mohair, which it's funny because I have mohair at home, but I have yet to do anything with it.
You need to get on this, Karen.
Yeah, I do.
Especially honestly. Now you got even more. And you got some pretty ones.
Yeah, this pink is really pretty. Kama Rose. Ancestral. 68% baby alpaca. It's that pretty color. Look at that. And this one's even got sparkle in it. I don't know if that'll pick up on the camera. No, it kind of doesn't.
A little bit. There's like a shimmer.
But it's really like a really light cream with a gold running through it. And these are numbers, I think.
No, I thought I said beige.
Did it say?
I saw something beige. Right there.
Oh, yes, beige. Yeah. Color number 9008. But I actually have an idea for these because I got two of these color.
Oh, good.
So I got those two. And that's what I got for acquisitions. Thank you, by the way. Our little yarn angel that sent that.
Well, you had more than me this time.
Yeah. Surprise, surprise, surprise after the last one.
I've been being a good girl. A lot of the yarn, that last wasn't that when I had gifts?
Yeah,
yeah.
You did.
So that wasn't just me. That wasn't me purchasing.
Yep. I know I have the Lollipop Girl Advent, the July, because I got that for because my birthday's in July, so I got it for myself quite a while ago.
You people and your birthdays all at once. You're stressing me out. No, I had your birthday present bought like last year already.
Sure.
But I think it's. Oh man, I'm gonna say it wrong, but I think Amy and Jared are both like in 4 or 5 days. I'm not done. It's gonna be late. I am never late with gifts usually.
No.
But as I was saying earlier, I was sick for the last podcast. This is Sunday again. I just finally got over it. It took almost a full 2 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
So I didn't do a whole lot of creating and getting stuff done. So one of the items I need to do for Jared actually came in the other day. So I'm good with that. Amy's is on the way. So I will be able to send them out this week. But they're probably going to be late. So Amy, your gift's going to be late. Jenny, tell Jared his gift's going to be late. There you have it. You I'm not worried about because I had yours even like before Christmas. So
that doesn't surprise me.
It was like everything sneaking up on me. Well, and then Lori freaked me out today because she sent me a text, and then at the end of the text she's like, "Oh, happy friendiversary," and I'm like, "Friendiversary? Did I forget that? There's no way I forgot that because I have a gift for that sent out." And I'm like, I don't think it's in June. So I had to look it up on my phone, and thankfully, it's July 20th. I'm like, okay, girl, you give me a heart attack because here I bought something special. And I'm thinking I didn't send it to you. Stop it.
Give her a heart attack.
Yeah, I'm like, did I lose that much time? I don't know what I was doing. I was missing it. So, yeah. So, yeah, I was sick. So I did get a lot of knitting done. Well, obviously, because I finished that sweater.
Yeah, and we went to Mayo up in Rochester, which would have been great had I not been driving. But I was the one driving. So I couldn't imagine having my husband try to knit.
I mean, you could
The look on his face, yeah.
Don't know if you'd want to wear it.
Yeah. That was a long, it's a 6-hour drive for us. So that was a long
And she's
drive.
not used to that because when she travels, typically I'm driving.
Okay, let me tell you. The music was not as fun. There was definitely not as much laughter. At points, I was like, can you just, like, go to sleep or something? Because, like, you're annoying me.
So, what I just got out of that is
like,
I'm the better
5 hours
companion.
was like nothing. Like there was no fun. Like I hope we're going home.
Yeah, no silliness that is. And then I get bored and I'm like, hey, Journey, break it up. Oh, speaking of this, so funny because and we've talked about it on here about roundabouts.
Mm-hmm.
So
didn't have any of those either. Did not have a roundabout. They don't do those.
I get a video
here and there.
I get a video today. I'll show you guys in a second.
Oh man, here we go. This is a doozy. Oh, that was close. Almost didn't make it.
So my friend Brittany and her husband are traveling, and they think about me every time they come to a roundabout. Well, I was like, I saw this, come up on my phone, and I was thinking, like, I didn't know it was a video that they were recording. I was like, oh, she sent me some YouTube thing or whatever. Yeah. And then I started watching it, and I'm like, oh, you've got to be kidding me.
Oh, man. Here we go. This is a doozy. Oh, that was close. Almost didn't make it.
So I guess every time they come to a roundabout... And I didn't ask her if I could show this on the podcast, but I'm sure she won't mind. Yeah. So I got that this afternoon. I'm like, oh my gosh, that's hysterical.
That's funny.
She puts, we think of you in all capital letters every time. Yeah.
She doesn't like them.
No, I don't. Nope. Some of them are okay, but some of them you have to admit are just...
kind of stupid.
Every time we go to it, why couldn't they have just put a corner? What's wrong with a corner?
The one that's up in Crete. When we go to the yard store,
there's no reason for it.
Of this?
No,
there's no reason. There's no traffic. It's like in the middle of a neighborhood. Yeah. Not like in a busy intersection.
Yeah.
It would make sense because that's what it's supposed to do. If it's in a busy intersection, is allow
the flow to keep going instead of having backups all the time. And the one is like right in the middle of like there's houses around. It's like I don't.
This doesn't make any sense.
No. So we hit it on the way there each time, which we got it down pat. But on the way home, because it's dark, we avoid it.
Every time we go a different way. No, turn this way. Yeah. Don't follow GPS. Go this way.
Go this way.
The only problem with that one, though, is when it is dark, we can't tell where the actual...
They don't have a light to
turn.
Both
of us are blind as a bat. Here's another one. On the way home, we're like, Chuck's like, we want to avoid all the traffic on, because there's a lot of construction on 294.
Oh, there's always construction.
Always construction, Well, we were coming home on a Saturday. I'm like, well, that's not going to be that big of a deal. Had we come Friday, originally, we would have hit it at rush hour. And then I would have been 100% on board with what he did. But I wasn't driving at that point. He finally was off his oxygen, so he was able to drive. So we're driving on the way home, and we bypass it. We go all the way over to 80. We go down 52, I think it is, to 80.
80 can be just as bad.
Well, it wasn't, it was smooth sailing, but that put like an hour and a half on a 6-hour drive.
Yeah, I know.
And at the very end, we're coming back. And he's like, we're so used to doing like 70, 75. And I mean, like, he's like cruising. And I'm like, you want to slow down a little bit? The speed limit really is only 50. Oh, I guess so. So, he kind of pulls it back a little bit. Twice, not once, twice, he goes to take a corner, and it's a good thing there wasn't a car coming the other way, because he was literally in the other lane. And I was like, honey, he's like, I need my glasses checked. And I'm like, you tell me this now?
He's worse than
he's like,
I have never even done that to you.
Because there was points he'd go, he'd speed up, and he'd be driving. I am a gradual stopper. He's not. Like, at one point, I had to turn the air conditioning on, and I couldn't look down and do anything because I was getting nauseous. I was like,
Chuck, I don't make her nauseous.
No. Yeah, you don't make me nauseous. You're fun. We laugh. We sing. We do stupid stuff. We go the wrong way. We don't follow the directions. I miss detours. It's a lot more fun and active. This was... I was like, gosh, dog it.
Where's Laura when I need her?
I was like, I can do 6 hours. 6 hours is nothing. When you go 5 hours for a yarn event, what's another hour?
I make that 5 hours fun. See, guys, I'm a good traveling companion. Although she doesn't tell you the bad side of going with me is, well, some people might not say it's bad. We will stop at every rest area.
That's not a problem.
Because this old girl got to pee a lot.
Well, it was funny on the way up. He's like, gosh, dog it. He took his Lasix. So,
so then you felt like you were with me.
I was like, okay, I'll just wait in the car.
We usually travel far enough before I have to go that you get out, if nothing else, just to stretch your legs.
Usually, yeah, for the most part, yeah.
Although sometimes she's like, oh, good, I had to go.
On the way home, he didn't, so it made it easier, but we stopped and we had a really good breakfast. It was funny because, we didn't have a, Dairy Queen Brazier to stop at.
Guys, she had never had Dairy Queen chicken strips.
I haven't had one in, a year and a half now.
We went when we got my new car. It was in Indiana, right over by
I'd have gone
Lowell.
with, just so I could.
Yeah. They have a really good one in Lowell.
You didn't ask.
It's only 45 minutes away we could go to. It's all back road, so it's easy getting there.
So, we look. No,
There's also one in Orland.
We want an actual restaurant because when we were at Mail, the area is really weird. You can tell they really cater to possibly maybe the staff there and obviously the patients that are there at Mayo Clinic. And the place shuts down really early. Even their cafeterias and stuff, at 2:30 in the afternoon, they're done. I was like, whoa.
I need food.
We need food. And the only place in the hotel was a Jimmy John's. I tell you what, I do not want another Jimmy John's for the next 8 months. I am done with Jimmy John's.
I have mixed feelings on Jimmy John's.
I have to be in the mood. I have to really be in the mood for it.
If I could take Jimmy John's meat and put it onto Subway's bread,
yes,
then it would be.
Their bread is tough. To me, it's like
it's touch and go, but they have the better meat. It's more of a real meat versus the processed lunch meat.
Yeah.
Now at work, Jimmy John's will bring us freebies all the time, like little sandwiches.
Yeah.
And I don't know if they make them really like special or something when they're giving out the free ones, because those things are delicious.
Trying to encourage you to come over to eat. Of course they're special. With their little special spice in there that you don't normally get. Then when you go and order it, it doesn't taste like that. And you're like, what the heck?
Wendy orders it sometimes for me. So, it's always better when it's free.
Mm-hmm. And they had a caribou coffee was the only other. And so the one time it was during the week and I think we ended up eating lunch late. So we're like, okay, what are we going to do? Well, let's just go to Jimmy John's. I'm like, all right. I go downstairs. They closed at 7. At 7 o'clock on a weeknight. 7 o'clock. I'm like, I come stomping back upstairs, I guess. So we ended up ordering McDonald's and having it delivered, which was more expensive than going down to Jimmy John's. I was
Craziness.
like, oh my goodness. So on the way home, we look for a restaurant. So we go, and at first, it was like one of those, when we went to the Brazier and it was in the, I thought of you.
In the gas station.
In the gas station. The restaurant
and it was the meetup for the old timers of that town. They were all there in their overalls and white t-shirts,
and nothing worked.
Yeah,
like the fountain on their side didn't work, and they didn't have
the grill.
The grill didn't work.
So you can't make chicken, you can't make burgers.
Yeah,
but we were getting chicken tenders anyway, so that was fine.
So the restaurant was in the lower level of the. Like, how good is this restaurant going to be?
Sometimes
it actually was really good because when we got out on the side, I saw Amish bakery. I'm like, now that's some good food. So it was, our breakfast was good. We bought Amish bakery. I bought banana bread to bring home. And the only thing better could have been a peanut butter and chocolate. That's right. You don't even like bananas. You could eat
I eat banana Laffy Taffy and banana Runts.
That makes absolutely no sense because those are gross.
It's the texture of bananas.
Well, it's a bread.
Sometimes the smell of a banana makes my gag reflex kick in. Like a real ripened banana.
So Laffy Taffy is so processed that it's not that big of a deal.
I love me some Laffy Taffy, guys.
Okay, so you are hilarious. So I got that, and what was it? A cherry after dinner cake. It was what it was called.
I love cherries. Anything cherries is good.
And I was like, figuring, Amish. This is going to be really good. Really,
nothing wrong about.
Breakfast was great. The
bakery not so much.
I was like, I've been into the banana bread, and I'm like, this is just like cake. I couldn't smell it, couldn't taste it. I'm like, they must have missed an ingredient, mainly the banana.
I used to make a lot of zucchini bread.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I didn't eat a lot of it, but everybody else ate it.
Yeah, I love zucchini bread. It's so moist. Mm-hmm. And then the cherry after dinner cake is what they called it, was dry.
What a shame.
Yeah, so I was really kind of disappointed. Chuck liked it. I'm like, well, good for you.
Well, he's a man. They eat anything.
Yeah,
let's just
he was
be
just
honest.
like eating it with his coffee. He had no problem. So that was, I was really like missing you when I was on this trip.
Aww.
Not to mention, there wasn't even a freaking yarn store.
We need to schedule
an hour and a half away was the closest decent yarn store.
Oh, I would have traveled. We need to schedule another trip.
Yeah. Apparently, yes, we do.
Especially since Midwest has been canceled.
Yep. I was so bummed.
I'm kind of
because everything's opening up.
Okay, I'm kind. Well, I think part of the problem is a lot of the vendors come from other states, and a lot of them are still afraid. or don't want to travel out of their state.
It does take time in terms of to get everything set up and held and
I thought for sure
reserved.
I'm kind of surprised. I mean, I'm surprised, but I'm not surprised that it got canceled. I was thinking we should go to Indiana to that place.
For the burger?
Yes. See, all I got to do is say food, and she knows.
I know what she's talking about. So we can go back to that one store and make sure you don't touch something you're not supposed to.
Yes. And then we had that one other yarn store we did not get to go to.
The other one.
So that's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
And that's a little bit of a drive for us, but that's fine. We'll take the new car. I got a new car, guys. I don't think I ever told them. My little, I got it the very end of April.
Yeah, because it was that long.
Yeah, because it was before I went to Arkansas. My little Volkswagen convertible was dying a very quick death.
It was an old lady.
And the problem was me because I don't deal with change well at all, which I'm sure you guys have probably already caught on to. I was very settled into the car. I was still grieving my last car I had to get rid of. My Santa Fe, which I got the Kia Sportage, and
you still have grunts about that one.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of it.
Yep.
It's a nice car. It just is not as comfortable for me. My husband had pretty much, I think, given up. He was just like, you find a car. Because, he couldn't take me anymore. We were very excited about one because it was blue, and I've always wanted a blue car, and that just did not pan out. But I ended up with a Kia Soul, and I love it. It's comfy. It's home. It's like sitting in a recliner.
Mm-hmm. It is like sitting in a chair.
And it has sport mode, which I love. Because I am one of those people that if you're sitting next to me at a stop sign or a stoplight, yes, I'm one of those people that as soon as the light turns green, I floor it. If I can go 45, I'm hitting 50 right like that. It's just going to happen.
Yeah.
So now I can do it even quicker in sport mode.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. So, yeah, we got to take a new car for a trip.
Mm-hmm.
Because we didn't take that to Arkansas because we had a lot of stuff we had to bring to Arkansas with Brent doing the trunk show and stuff. And plus it wasn't ready yet. We had things we needed to do on it and stuff. He still needs to hook up my sub, but yeah. So we'll be traveling again.
Yep. For sure, we have to.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, and I took that whole weekend for the weekend of Midwest. I'm off Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I took it off, and I'm not going to take it back now. I'm like, because I don't get many.
When is that?
The first weekend in August. I don't get weekends off unless I request them off.
Mm-hmm.
So now that I've already requested it off, I'm like, no, I'm taking that weekend. And Brett's working. He's on days.
Yeah.
So it's a possibility. We'll see.
He has to go back up at, actually the week of my birthday, July 28th, for another test.
Yeah.
And I think I'm going to try to talk my son into taking him, going together with him.
You know, they should bond.
Yeah. I cannot complain. Our son has done so much. He cleaned the house while we were gone.
Oh, nice.
Like, deep cleaned. And, which it has needed, it just makes it hard for me with Chuck not be able to do a lot of things physical, and I'm the one that's working full time. So when I'm done working, I really don't want to clean. I just don't. I don't have the energy to. And plus, I was going to school. I'm going to school at the same time. I just don't have the time. So he was actually cleaning the downstairs when I came over.
No.
Like, there were a few things I could complain about, but I can't complain really because the poor kid, he did that. He took my mom to get her hair done.
Oh boy.
That was an adventure.
That's not easy.
I'm sure it was.
Yeah.
Love my mom.
But not easy.
because my brother and his wife went for a trip. As we were supposed to leave from up there, they were leaving from here. So there was nobody here to take her to get her hair done. And I'm like, well, Buddy's going to be in town. He'll take her. He doesn't have a problem taking his mama. So he did. He's such a good kid. And then he helped make Anna move in Chicago to a 3-story apartment. He was not a happy camper when he came home. He told me, Anna, he said, the next time you need to be moved and the apartment is upstairs like this,
call somebody else. I
will pay to have the moving company move you. They didn't have enough guys. It was just him and little Jake. Jake's a string bean. He's probably like 98 pounds wet.
Yeah, but you know what? You can't count out those string bean people.
I know, but he's definitely an office. The most. He is definitely an office kind of. I mean, he's a business kid, and I call him a kid. They're all both grown men, but
he's a kid.
But yeah, he's like, I almost fell 3 times. He said it wasn't so much the boxes; it was her furniture, the mattress, trying to move the mattress. I almost fell three times backwards, and it wasn't like it was in Friends. I was like, bless you, son. You are something special, because he really did a lot. And then we had our lawnmowers broke, so Chuck put an SOS out. Because our neighborhood lawn mowing boy, he graduated, so we need to find somebody else anyways. And so he put an SOS out. And a friend of ours in Galena arranged to have a mowing company down here and paid for it and had it done for us.
Oh, nice.
Because, the first thing people ask is, Buddy's at the house, why can't he do it? And then Chuck's like, A, the lawn mower's broke, and B, he's already cleaning the house for us. Poor kid. What more are you going to do to the kid?
It keeps him busy.
Yeah.
I mean.
Yeah. Yeah, because he's a teacher, so he's not... He's actually a teacher looking for an employment because they let him go with financial reasons. Poor kid. Working for a small school, and I don't even know if they're going to have a music program in that small school next year. But anyways,
there's that.
Yep.
So Karen probably has not been watching much of anything.
Watched some podcasts. I actually was Knits Pieces. They're a Canadian podcast. They have a knit night on Tuesday night, so I actually joined that knit night. And they do it like a knit night. They mainly kind of talk and read some of the questions and say hi to people, and then usually people in the chat are just kind of chatting back and forth. So I did that. Looked for some new podcasts because I was already caught up on my other podcasts. Because I brought my little
album last time.
Because I knew Chuck would want to watch his show. Watch some of his shows. So I brought my iPad with my headset and just listen and knit, as you guys could see. Show wise, no, we watched John Wick. What was it? Well, yeah, 1 and 3. Because that was a movie that was going on.
Oh,
so
I have news. Let me get my usual out of the way. Still watching Pretty Little Liars. Only have 3 episodes left, guys. This last season. I've been glued to it. Well, of course, with being sick. I mean, it's perfect. But I haven't been sleeping at night because I've been watching it too much, like too close to bedtime. I'm having that again. So last night I thought I was being smart and I turned it off at a certain time and I'm like, I'll go watch regular TV. Well, what did I watch? Charmed. So I still saw demons in my nightmare.
Yeah.
So I was over at Alicia's house tonight this afternoon because Peanut had her second day of dance recital. And it was my turn to watch Little Man so his other grandparents could see her in the recital. Well, he only stayed up for a short time and he was ready to go to bed. So I started watching Supernatural.
Did you?
I did.
Really?
I knew you'd be surprised. Okay, now keep in mind, I wasn't there that long, so I'm still in the pilot episode.
Okay.
So I can't really tell you for sure that yes, I'm going to go there. No,
Okay.
I'm not going to go there.
Yeah, let me know.
I'm going to finish the 3 episodes of Pretty Little Liars, and then I will flip back over to Supernatural and see what I think.
Okay, let me know.
I already think the 2 guys are cute.
Uh-huh.
So, I mean, we got that going.
Yep.
So, yeah. We'll see. I don't know if it'll be my cup of tea or not, but we'll see.
Yeah, because I finished all the FBI and FBI Most Wanted. That's done.
Yeah. Everything's done
Still
right now.
haven't watched the second half of that NCIS show with Chuck that I tortured him on.
America's Got Talent started again. I'm behind on that. I think I'm 1 show behind. I'm about 38 shows behind on Days of Our Lives. That happens. Oh, it's because I've been watching Pretty Little Liars.
Yeah.
So. But yeah,
I haven't watched a whole lot of, just watched podcast and watched those couple of movies. And then Chuck's had the TV, because just having the one TV.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I think that's all we have for him, huh?
Yeah.
Well, we had a lot of chitter chatter this time. Sorry, guys. As usual, do the YouTube stuff. Like, subscribe, ring the bell. Check us out on all the social medias. Go to the shop, Knit for Brains Designs on Etsy. Check out some bags. And we will see you guys in 2 weeks. Bye.